Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be telling you a story about Obi Nawoke, a student of University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Today we'll learn from his audio how injustice found its way into his life. So if you're a new subscriber in this channel, do well to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. And for my returning subscribers, I say thank you for always sticking around. Today we'll bring you another juicy and suspense-filled story that you will love to listen to. So as you get your popcorn ready, let's get the story started already.
Obi Nawoke is a promising final year law student at the University of Nigerian Nsukka. He is bright, humble, and with a passion for justice. He has dreams of becoming a human rights lawyer. Raised by a widowed mother in Enugu, Obinna is the hope of his family. He has a girlfriend, Ijoma, a medical student who is secretly pregnant. Their love is genuine, though their relationship is not known to their families. On a rainy night after attending a fellowship meeting on campus, Obinna comes across a badly injured man near the school gate. He rushes to help and calls the campus security and local police. Moments later, the police arrive, but instead of thanking him, they arrested him on the spot. The man dies before help arrived. Obinna is charged with armed robbery and murder. A corrupt police officer, DPO Emeka, manipulates the evidence. Witnesses are coerced. CCTV footage mysteriously disappears, and Obinna's alibi, a fellow student named Tochukwu, is threatened into silence. Despite the efforts of a struggling young public defender, Obinna is convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment. In shock, his mother collapses in court. Ijoma disappears. Obinna is transferred to Kirikiri Maximum Security Prison in Lagos. Life in prison is brutal. He is beaten by older inmates, harassed by wardens, and locked in confinement for weeks. At the brink of suicide, he meets Baba D, a wise older inmate, serving time for manslaughter. Baba D becomes a father figure to him, teaching him survival, resilience, and how to read prison politics. Obinna started using his legal knowledge to help other inmates with their appeals. Gradually, he earns respect. He teaches English and helps some inmates write letters to their families and loved ones. A prison reform NGO notices him and begins corresponding with him. Though they are limited in what they can do, one day, Obinna reads in prison newspaper that DPO Emeka, now retired, is running for Senate under the banner of a major political party. The article praises Emeka's distinguished career. Baba D warns Obinna not to seek revenge. Revenge may give you fire, but forgiveness gives you freedom. Obinna tries to suppress his rage, but it's growing. In Port Harcourt, Adora, a brilliant young lawyer intern working at a human rights organization, stumbles on Obinna's case while reviewing files. Her father, a retired professor, had once taught Obinna. Adora is curious. She visits Obinna in prison and is struck by his intelligence and quiet dignity. She begins reinvestigating the case. She finds Tochukwu, now working in Abuja, who confesses he was threatened by Emeka. Another officer too, Inspector Jide, now retired and guilt-ridden, agrees to testify. Adora presents her findings to her boss, but he warns her, Emeka is powerful, be careful. Adora leaks part of the story to a popular investigative journalist who publishes a viral expose. The public is outraged. A human rights lawyer files an appeal. Obinna's case is reopened. After a tense trial and dramatic witness testimonies, Obinna is finally declared innocent. After 15 years, he walks out of prison. No one is there to receive him. Obinna returns to Enugu. His childhood home is gone. His mother passed away 10 years ago. His younger sister, Chinyere, now married, lives in Port Harcourt. Obinna visits her and they have an emotional reunion. He asks about Ijoma. Chinyere is hesitant, but eventually reveals Ijoma lives in Lagos, married to a rich politician. The daughter she had, her name is Miracle, and she is 15. Obinna travels to Lagos. He finds Ijoma and demands answers. Ijoma breaks down, admitting she was forced into marriage after being told Obinna had died in prison. Her husband is now the Emeka. Obinna is shattered. His daughter lives under the roof of the man who destroyed his life. He begins stalking Emeka. Filled with rage, he buys a gun from a former inmate. One night, he sits outside Emeka's mansion, ready to strike. He sees Miracle through the window reading a book. She looks just like his mother. He remembers Babadi's words. Instead of pulling the trigger, he returns home and sends all his evidence to the press and international human rights bodies. Emeka is arrested within weeks, disgraced and charged with perjury, obstruction of justice and conspiracy. Obinna opens a small law firm in Enugu, dedicated to ex-inmates wrongfully convicted. Months later, Miracle walks into his office. Having read the story in the papers, she asked, "Are you my real father?" Obinna nods. She hugs him tightly, and then the sun pours through the window. They tried to bury him, but they didn't know he was a seed. For 15 years, he lost his voice, his youth, his freedom, but in silence, he found strength. In darkness, he found purpose. Obinna didn't just get a second chance at life. He gave one to others too.